One of the most beautiful principles of Ayurveda, this ancient healing science, is that we have this internal pharmacy which we can awaken through conscious use of our five senses. So although most of the time we think about an outer pharmacy, actually the most powerful pharmacy on the planet is the human body. So by being attentive to what we're hearing, how we're being touched, what we see, what we taste, and what we smell, we can awaken that internal healing chemistry that can treat any mood disorder, digestive disturbance, enhance our immune function. So when people are on a healing quest, they often think about what they're going to eat. They pay a lot of attention to the food that comes in their mouth, and certainly that's important. But it's equally important to think about what we're ingesting through the other four senses. So when you're in that mode of healing and transformation, consider getting a daily dose of some nourishing sounds. That can be listening to some beautiful music. That could mean walking in the woods and listening to just the sounds of nature. That could mean listening to the sounds of chanting. But healing sounds are sounds that help you balance and center. So we should get a good dose of healing sounds every day. Similarly, we want to get nourishing touch. We know that the skin is a powerful mediator of that internal pharmacy, that when we're touched lovingly, that awakens natural pain-relieving, antidepressant, immune-strengthening chemicals. So one of the things that Ayurveda recommends is if you can't get someone to do a massage on you, do a daily oil massage on yourself. And in short of that, just be generous with your hugs. So get some nurturing touch on a daily basis. The sense of sight means that we consciously ingest information that balances us. So again, sights of nature are often the most healing for our physiology, which means going down to the ocean and watching the ocean waves crash, walking along a river, hiking through the woods, or going to an art museum. But thinking in terms of, just like I'm going to try to take in healing food, I want to take in healing sounds, healing touch, healing visions. And with food, Ayurveda has a beautiful, elegant system of nutrition, which basically says variety. Have foods that represent different tastes, different colors, fresh as possible. There are 6 primary tastes in Ayurveda, and if we have all those qualities, sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent, we're ingesting the intelligence of nature. And then finally, the 5th sense is the sense of smell. It connects us deeply with our emotional state. It connects us with memory. And so we want to be attentive to the smells that we ingest, which means, again, if you go into nature, there are usually really balancing, nurturing smells, but you can associate a scent like sandalwood or rose oil or jasmine with an experience. So if you're meditating, you burn some sandalwood incense. Then when you're going into a stressful situation, put a little sandalwood oil on your body. That will have associated that smell with a state of balanced comfort, which then will trigger the physiology even when you're in another context altogether. A simple way to be present and to utilize the energy and information of our environment in order to awaken that internal pharmacy is to connect with the 5 basic elements, which in Ayurveda are known as space, air, fire, water, and earth. So to connect with the earth element, you take off your shoes and socks and you wiggle your toes in the grass or in the sand at the beach. And you feel the presence of Mother Earth throughout your being. To connect with the water element, you go to some natural body of water. And even if it's just standing at the shore and inhaling the fresh air off the ocean or walking along a river, water by its very nature has a purifying effect. To connect with the fire element, you become aware of the sun on your body. So, the sun is ultimately the giver of all energy on this planet. So for just a few minutes of the day, just feel the sun on your face, or if the temperature is warm enough, feel it on your body. To connect with the air element, you want to have a conversation with some plants that you like. So just exchange that breath. Particularly at dusk and dawn are really powerful times to have that exchange of energy and information with our botanical friends. And then to have connection with the space element and to use it to awaken balance and transformation, just let your awareness expand into the sky. So during the day, take a few minutes once a week or so, lay on a blanket and just look up into the sky. It's probably been a long time since a lot of adults listening have made shapes out of the clouds, but it's actually a very balancing exercise. Or at night, just look into the night sky and let the infinity of that experience fill your being. It makes your little problems seem much less significant. So connecting with earth, water, fire, air, space, it helps to balance us and create that integration between our individuality and our universality. I mean, ultimately what we're really saying is we want to substitute good addictions for bad addictions. Because certain patterns are good. Meditation can be an addiction. Doing yoga regularly can be an addiction. Eating healthy organic foods can be an addiction. Exercising regularly can be an addiction. But if we're going to engage in patterns of behavior, we might as well do those that elevate our sense of self and our spirit, make us more available, more lovable, more loving to the people around us, so that when you're doing a behavior and you feel that it's actually closing you off or constricting you or isolating you, that should be a good clue or a good cue that there's another way to get that need met. And if you just take a few moments, settle in, and then consider what other opportunities might I engage in that can meet that need for a connection or to quiet myself down, move in that direction, and then the other behavior will just naturally drop away. And sometimes it means getting help.